Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Wildlife Wednesday. So, today's video is a little bit different. I'm not going to teach you about one animal, I'm actually going to teach you about something else. And it's about the word habitat and what a habitat is. So, lots of you guys, when we look at our live cameras at the zoo on Wednesdays, you ask me about how, the zookeepers chose where the animals would live or why animals have certain things around them. So today I wanted to show you a video and teach you about the word habitat and how zookeepers design different animals' habitats. So we're going to watch a little video and they're going to teach us about the word habitat and show us a little bit about what the zookeepers do. And then we're going to look at a few animal habitats together. So here we go.
What do you think about when you think about your own habitat? Do you think about your home? Do you think about your environment? Perhaps you think about your city? Well, there are so many different habitats. What about a fish? What do you think their habitat looks like? Or a flamingo? What does their habitat look like? Or how about even a zebra?
Did someone say zebra?
Roberta, I am so glad you're here. I was about to start drawing lines all over my face, Roberta. Wow. I have to say, Roberta, you have got excellent hearing. Let's see if you can hear this. What does your habitat look like?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Z. Any chance to show off my habitat. It contains all the foods I like. It has a nice shelter where I can rest, water to drink, and plenty of space for me to move around. And to top it all off, Mike, my wildlife care specialist, always makes sure I have everything I need.
You know, that makes me wonder, what does it take to design and build a zoo habitat? I mean, it seems so difficult and needs so much research.
Well, our wildlife care specialists are experts at making habitats that are just right for animals. Let's ask my friend Marco. I'm sure he can tell us more about it.
Hey everybody, my name is Marco Polo Preciado Aldava Went. It's a big name and I got a big job. I'm a senior bird keeper here at the beautiful San Diego Zoo Safari Park. Now, working an exhibit with all this array of different wildlife from different habitats, we have to really understand the animal's natural behavior. So it's not only food, it's not only water or providing shelter, but also highlighting those natural behaviors. For instance, I'm not going to be offering nesting material for giraffes. Giraffes don't use nesting material. But the wattled cranes, well, the crown cranes are in our Delta exhibit. They're a water-based species, so we offer that type of material to know that we can highlight natural behaviors. With different species, for instance, the cassowaries living in a thick rainforest habitat, water plays a key role. They're big swimmers. Cassowaries love to swim. So providing a wall for the birds to get in, that's not only fun for the cassowary, it helps their feather production, helps them keep them nice and clean. It also simulates those natural behaviors that we're looking for that they exhibit out in the wilds of Australia and New Guinea.
I had no idea that so much work went into designing and building habitats for the animals. So many different animals, so many different requirements. But I guess it all starts with the four elements. You need food, water, shelter, and space. Now let's see, if I was designing a habitat.
All right, you guys. So a habitat is where we live or where animals live. So what the zookeepers do is they think about where an animal would naturally live in the wild, and they try to make their exhibit or their enclosure as close to that as possible. So they're going to try to make wherever the animal lives at the zoo look as much like where they would live in the wild as possible. So let's look at just a few of the animals at the zoo and think about if their enclosure looks like it would look if they were living in the wild. So if we go over here, we have some elephants out at the zoo, and we can see that there's a lot of dirt and dust around. Now we can't see the whole enclosure, but it's pretty big. And elephants are big animals, so they need a lot of space. So their exhibit or their habitat is going to have a lot of space. And if we look at this picture of the elephants in the wild, we can see that they have a lot of dirt in Africa where they live. We can also see this other animal, the penguin. So we have a penguin here, and we know that penguins live in places where they can swim, but there's also a lot of rocks where they live, so that they can have nests up in the rocks. And we see that that's what their habitat looks like at the zoo. Let's look at one more animal. Let's look at the ape cam. We know that monkeys and apes spend a lot of time swinging and being in the trees. So this animal here is able to climb up different things in the enclosure, including trees, to show that same behavior it would have in the wild, which is climbing. So I hope you guys learned a little bit about habitats today and what makes a good animal habitat. I'm going to link the rest of this video. It's actually pretty long, and there's some more fun stuff in the video in case you have some time and you want to watch it on another day. So I hope you guys enjoyed learning about habitats, and hopefully that answered some of your questions about the zoo. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you next week for another Wildlife Wednesday. Bye, you guys.